Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of dicks. Or Christoph's gonna take a shit on your fucking lawn. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Stupid navigator is an alcoholic, and all your crew look like Lego bricks. You better give us all the money in your treasure chest, or Christoph's gonna take a shit on your fucking lawn.
Evidently, I needed to do what Obama's mom should, or dad should have done. Pull out. Hi. Looks like I just woke him up. Did I just wake you up?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Can I do it?
Smooth. Jesus. I seen it.
Well, we're knocking a little hole.
Hopefully you don't get any glass in your beer now.
Well, if I have more shit than normal in my poop tonight.
Okay.
Warrior Brewing's Barbarian Imperial Stout weighing in at 12%.
Really, I said let's go light today. Good thing you only got one.
Want to save the bottle? Or the bottle cap? I'll go with no. Okay. We got gym mode. Firefly. Low, medium. Oh, what we got going? I thought that this was like, this, is this seriously failing on low? Well, for sure it's failing on medium. It is 12% though.
Can't go wrong there.
So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Galactic. Cheers to you, Galactic Misfit. If I snap the top off of yours, that would be funny. Oh yeah. Playtime. OnlyFans? What is that? Jacene? G-E-C-E-E-N. Jacena? Jacena! Jacena my tits? Okay, on the Dark Matter. 20 hours ago, Mike says, David is damn good company. Then first is Smile Money under the Warrior Brewing What's in the Fucking Box Shavesa. And then we got a zillion sub-comments. Smile Money says, damn, you are actually tied, but YouTube gave me the photo finish? What? You're not even in here. Smile Money, did you get screwed on the on the director's view here? Bad says greetings JD. Then he says to Smile Money, you were wearing pants. J-Dog says dang, I guess. And then he says to J-Dog, that was the first I ever saw the same time, 12 seconds. Yeah, Smile Money, you're not even. Second comment is Rich saying cheers all. Bad says cheers Rich. There. Of course, then they block the girls from that and they get pissed.
I'll be alright.
Unless it's a hot one. Salty, you make my heart naked. That's wonderful. Then he says, greeting, where Bad says, greeting, Salty, we need to take up donations. Two as a pair of pants. And Salty says the pants will have leopard print. Yeah, that was a disturbing moment in my life. Cheap old gun guy says, at 50, everyone has the face he deserves. And that goes double for those young at heart. And David J. Brown, when he gets that old. Mega. Happy birthday. Thank you. Those look glistening. And Pat says, greetings, cheap old gun guy. Smart Money, a beer review and a snack time review broke out. Like my grandma always warned me, you're going to spoil your dinner. Yeah. And Bad says, did you leave it sitting out? Why would it spoil? And he says back to him, you're going to spoil your ability to eat it. Jeez. Yeah, I was a little bummed out. My plan was to go to Ace's for dinner last night, because I like their Bloody Marys, and their food, and their atmosphere, and their service. And the parking lot was filled to capacity, and then the street was filled in 2 blocks in each direction with cars parked on the...
So you passed.
We just kept right on going. And we tried out that Border Brewery, or Border... I don't remember what's... Border something. Just down the street, right by where the Wasabi. And then the Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like right before Raven. Samantha's exact quote was, their food was pretty good, but their service sucked so bad we're in no hurry to go back. I did not experience that, and as a matter of fact, when one pops up here that looks like her, it was a shapely redhead about that tall. She was...
See, you were happy.
Yeah.
You were happy, happy, happy.
I got the Bloody Mary Flight. It was a Border Bloody, a Pickle Bloody, a Bacon Bloody, and what was supposed to be the something special. Evidently it rotates or whatever. And I don't know if they put them in the same order as they're listed in the book, because the bacon was where the bacon was supposed to be, and the one that I thought was the pickle was where the pickle was supposed to be. But long story short, I wouldn't order a single one of them ever again, except for the one that was on the end that she thought was the special one, and it was supposed to be a little spicy. So I said, fine, I'll take, I ordered the Bloody Mary Flight and the big glass of Castle Danger Cream Ale. And then I ordered that one, and when that one came, it was obviously the opposite sides or something, because it wasn't for the fact that I'm sure the thing was like $12 for a Bloody Mary. And they do have one called the Ultimate, and I asked what came on it. A chicken sandwich, some kind of a ham sandwich, and she just like, I go, let me just stop you right there. I don't want that. I'm not planning on completely eating my dinner tonight. I want to get something off the menu. So me and Chris decided to split. Each get something and split it. I wouldn't share that. I got the roast, the Philly, and she got a chicken wrap. And I'm like, I'm not going to like the chicken wrap. And the Philly comes. The meat was a little salty. There was nothing on it but meat and bread. And then there was the au jus sauce that honestly tasted like, like a porchetta roast. Those spices floating in water.
So it wasn't too good.
That sucked. And I really liked the chicken.
Mobile milk.
The chicken. Mobile milk truck. I really liked the sandwich that Christine had. And I thought I wouldn't like it at all. I'm not usually a fan of wraps. They just reek healthy food kind of stuff. We don't want to go there.
I get it. Well, you got out at least for your birthday. That's good.
Yeah, their fries were okay, but I don't know. Maybe I just went into it with a poor attitude when Aces was filled beyond capacity. I'm sure it's. Well, actually, I can't say it's not a big place, because when I used to think that upper area was the only place you could sit to eat, but then there's also tables in the bar, and then there's a room off of the bar, and then there's another room off of the bar. So technically they do have, but I just didn't feel like parking 2 blocks away and walking there only to find out that
They're going to be an hour out.
yeah. And I didn't have that kind of time because I had to get back for a 7 o'clock locked and loaded.
Priorities.
With David J. fucking Brown. David J. fucking Brown will be here by 7:30 tonight because Christine's moving her show up a half of an hour. So instead of being at 8 o'clock, she's going to do 7:30. I like the 7 o'clock spot. I feel that I'm a little bit more driven and motivated, and
Not as drunk.
yeah, that's also a good thing for when Jeremy's. That was Jeremy's thing too. If you move it up an hour, there's an hour less drinking involved.
It's true.
Fair enough. It's my money. Steel is not for accuracy. It is more self-defense. If you're going to drive tacks, unless you're going to reach out for those 5 to 1,000 yards. Well, we just had paper or steel because we didn't plan on really shooting much. The whole plan was the launcher. But because we had a few things, I was just impressed with the fact that I could aim at, or wherever I aimed, I hit steel. So obviously that's pretty sighted in. Bad says, unless you're practicing for Man of Steel. Then he says back to Bad. Then when you need kryptonite bullets, and those cost more than 7 Psalm. I doubt it. Bad greetings, Captain. Happy belated birthday, sir. Thank you. Then he says, cheers, birthday boy. And smile when he says, boy. Did you say boy? 58 is a little past that label. Just a little. Just a little. Should have brought some work beers over.
Some work beers?
Yeah. I got some work beers in the fridge.
What are work beers to you?
Rolling Rock.
Oh, no, I haven't had one of those for a long time.
It was on sale. Okay, so I'm looking at Drecker going, you know what? Next time Matt's over, that'd probably be a good one to try. And then I look up and it was like $23.99 for 4. And I'm thinking maybe I'll come back and grab them. Then I'm walking down the Hall of Shame, and you've got Minnesota Gold, which isn't actually all that bad, but still. Hams. Hams was the same price as the Rolling Rock, but I like Rolling Rock more.
Yeah.
So $16 for 30 versus 23 for 4.
That's a good price.
Yeah. So, but I mainly wanted it for doing adding Bloody Mary, a decent base, and then Jim. One of the things that Jim sent me yesterday was this to try. It smells like someone opened up the outhouse door. Okay, she looked a lot like this girl with a little bit shorter hair. She's nice too. Spicy Tang Michelada Mixer. Great for Bloody Marys. Well, maybe instead of my original plan, maybe this will be an actual Sunday Bloody Sunday tomorrow. A premium all-in-one Michelada mix made by people who love delicious micheladas. Not saying that I'm already setting myself up, but compared to a Bloody Mary mix, I have been very disappointed with the micheladas. I don't know what's different about them. You read the ingredients and they almost read the same.
Got some nice testicles.
They look bulbous, like I like them.
Here.
Matt.
Look, your fridge over here open.
Is it open?
Yeah, it was open.
Huh. Usually that only happens when something's in the way of the door.
Yeah, I turned the piece of beer in there a little bit more. We're gonna do some pickled leeks this year.
I've always liked them.
Yeah, I don't know why you put that one in there, boss.
Mr. 27 likes big knockers.
She looks scary.
Trying to say, you'd never tap that.
I would not go for that kitty.
Dad, why don't you ever tell secrets at a brewery? Because the beer might let something slip past a few pints.
That was a good one there, boss.
Then he says, "Hey Google, why did the chicken cross the road?"
So many roads. Lots of chickens. You'd think we'd know by now.
You and her are in a running for last place right now.
I was listening to a podcast or something, and all of a sudden, that bitch on my phone starts trying to talk and respond.
Somebody in the podcast say Google or something?
Yeah, have you ever heard that?
I've had outside sources trigger.
I think that's just messed up. Wish the phone would stop listening to me.
Matter of fact, there's several of these guys that say, every time I say, "Hey, you know who,"
Yeah.
their phones go off.
Yeah, I could see that.
4, 3, made it.
Dude, with the times we're living in, you got to about 20 this day and age.
Just a good old boy. Never mean him no harm. Say a thing or something.
I don't see that.
Dad says, "Hey Google, who makes the best beer reviews on YouTube?"
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Come on, throw me a bone. Want to try some nuggies?
No, I'm good, thank you.
How about cooking with some hot honey?
I do that sometimes.
Wow, that's why I was excited to get it.
Goes good with chicken and corn.
And corn.
Put a little Cajun seasoning on there. And then some pepper. A little garlic. And then this stuff.
Then he says, "Hey Google, pretend to be a chicken."
Sorry, I don't understand.
Cheapo gun guy, stock market. Oh yeah, I lost huge today. Good thing I'm diversified. See, now, someone tell me, Smile Money, if this is true or not, because I just didn't get this on the internet. This was being shared by a major creator that I follow. the older millennial. And he says, this is yesterday right there, that drop. And that was the whole time Biden was president. So why is it that the media and everybody is talking about how terrible it is?
What's that, the stock market?
Yeah.
One of my old friends, he is so fucking anti-Trump, it's ridiculous, but he said he just lost $10,000 in a day.
That was yesterday. That was all under Biden. So we're panicking way up here, and we'd never heard anything about that. I don't know, Christine's Mike next door. I'm not going to be able to retire, and all my money's gone, and blah, 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 blah. Christine's a retirement guru. Sent out letters to all of his clients, and it basically said, first of all, everything going on right now is fucking bullshit. And the fact that you are responding like you are is just adding to the problem. Tell you what, I can confidently say, if I had money that I could invest right now, I would be fucking full in investing. And the money that I do have invested, yeah, let's pull it out when it's at the bottom. Yeah, you're an idiot for doing that.
You don't say.
But it's just like Democratic Party and the Democratic media just look for any opportunity. Any opportunity. He walked across the street in the wrong direction. Anything to go against Trump. So of course we have to say this stuff. Well, this is all over tariffs. If you don't know about tariffs, and I don't mean to sound rude or short, try fucking looking up tariffs. Tariffs 101. The reason that we had tariffs is so it made America sovereign. It made it so that the people who lived here didn't have to pay to keep the fucking government running. And until they took the tariffs off, the United States was doing great in the 30s. The only people that benefit over the tariffs the way they are right now are the up fucking top class elites. The people like us, we want everything Trump is doing to be done. Is it going to be painful? I don't know. Fast analogy. It's like tearing the fucking Band-Aid off of a fucking injury that we've had for decades. Yeah, it's going to sting a little in the beginning, but it's going to heal, and it's going to be awesome when it's all taken care of. So, if you're hearing me and you're not my normal bunch of people that use their fucking brains, don't respond like, oh my God, we've got to have a fucking pissy fit like a fucking 2-year-old. Do exactly what we've always said. Do the research for yourself. You might want to seriously look up tariffs 101 and find out how they came to be and how they made America great.
Well, and also maybe think about or look up how much other places have us for tariffs. I mean, it's not like we're just doing this for no reason. We've been getting fucked over for a long time. We're just asking for things to be a bit more fair.
I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a single circumstance where we're asking for a higher tariff than they are.
Well, you know, not only I don't give a shit about the tariffs. I think that's a great idea. But the thing is, so people are so worried about the tariffs. Okay, well, how about this then? What about all the fucking money that we've had to pay other countries? We've been supporting other countries, whether it's through the military, through fucking regrowth. Granted, we do go in there and fucking take out all their people in charge and kind of fuck up their government, but you know, honestly, it's money long deserved to the American people.
Trump's not doing anything new. He's simply returning it to the way it was and it should be. Why, if we charge nothing for that item that goes to Canada, but they charge us 300% tariff the other way around? How is it that you justify having a fucking conniption fit about a tariff?
Yeah.
Not to mention, let's make the fucking shit in America. Then you don't have to give a flying fuck about a tariff. You don't need it. You're making the shit here. Then we pay Americans more because Americans have jobs and we're building shit over here like we used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I guess technically Christine has skin in the game, and she just laughed when I told her about Mr. Conniption Fit. And she goes, narrow-minded people. Narrow-minded people. Actual recycling, so I don't have a moment where I stomped on the garbage and wonder why my finger fell off.
Well, you were the fucking genius that decided to chop the top off with a knife. You know, next time, maybe you should use a machete. I don't think that knife was quite big enough.
I can do that.
I'm kidding. You're gonna fucking end up breaking a bottle good down here. Next thing you know, you're bleeding all over the place.
Jolson says J10. J10 is a miss. Then he says, we need cowbell.
Oh, someone finally hit Waldo, huh?
Mm-hmm. Kev Dog. Actually, right now, Kev Dog's running the board. Three ships and the Colonel.
He's got some inside info, I bet. There's no way.
That's right. Well, it kind of helps when you have to play to win.
Yeah, that's true.
The only person that's been taking, well, I think there's two of you that have been taking legitimate shots. Cobra obviously doesn't write anything down because if he's called 5 moves, he's had one that wasn't already previously called as a miss or a hit. Sharky is in the row of I, and Jolson is in the row of J. So all they're doing is sealing the border.
Why don't they just do every other though? That would make much more sense.
Well, that's how Sharky used to play. He'd do A1, and then A3, and then C1, and then B2, so that
Yeah.
the only thing you could possibly miss is Colonel Mustard doing it like that.
Yeah.
But you would narrow it down. Half. If he played all by himself, it'd be a little less than half the board. Nice nippies.
Yeah.
Chippy the nippy. Rolling Rock. Extra pale. Okay, Cobra. Oh, let's see. G3. Oh, something that hasn't been previously. G3 is a miss.
No, the funny thing is, that's probably her fucking knees. She's just leaning over a chair or something.
like the ones that they put where it looks like a vagina, but it's actually like the side of his mouth or his eyeball or something like that. EMT says 1 hour, 9 minutes, 9 seconds. You're my personal favorite. Now say my name. Oh. Kev Dog, yeah. There's a reason there's a whole bunch of her in here. The one where she's dressed up to look like Thelma from the Scooby-Doo series.
Did you just say Selma?
Isn't it Thelma?
Velma.
Is it Velma?
Yes.
Who's the other one? Daphne.
Daphne.
Jordan's dog.
Shaggy. And then, what's the main guy, the blonde one? Fred?
Fred. Can't remember the name of the dog, though. I need some medication. Oh, fuck me. I did something to my back last night. The only reason that it's anything good is it's not this location and it's not that location. It's a new location. Well, it's not a new location. It's kind of like the normal location. Poco says, Merry Christmas, Eric. Poco smokes a lot of crack. Speaking of cracks, McLean. He says cerveza is pronounced cerveza. Sharky says, unless you're in Spain, and then it's more cerveza. You know, I just like to point out that sometimes I actually cheat and try to make sure I'm getting close to the right name. If you look up, like you can do, how do I pronounce, and then add the word. Believe it or not, that, cerveza, cerveza, cerblojo, whatever it is, actually had like 6 locations in the world, and they were all slightly different from each other. So, fuck both of you. If you have a problem, come to Minnesota, and I'll let you kick Matt's ass.
Yeah.
We'll force you to drink beer while you're here.
I won't. I mean, I might offer, but I won't force anyone to drink beer because it's just more for me. If
I was going to say, it comes off your personal stash.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you planning to do yet? Cook dinner? That's why you're trying to stay more worldly than normal?
No, I just got my son today.
Oh. Well, you kind of have a son every day, but...
Well, I mean, he's over visiting Dick.
He likes your sister more than you.
Yeah, that's why I came over here.
Actually, it's been a while since she's interrupted a... I'm on a mission from God. I'm on a mission from God. I'll call you when I'm done.
You call this a mission from God?
This is how you would have wanted it. Me and you, making sure we get rid of all that excessive beer out there.
You got some serious problems, man.
Want some Limburger?
Fuck no.
So, in one breath, it's a birthday present from NIHAP. In one breath, he tells me it's on the porch and I should hurry up and get home. Well, I was already home, and I had already had a break in the action and went and got it, and I put all 4 blocks in the refrigerator. Then he said I should enjoy it. So I sent him a picture of me enjoying it. Then he tells me not to enjoy all of it because I should wait till the rye bread gets here. By the way, the Big Stinky is awesome. Rye bread, a thick slice of Limburger cheese. I bought red onion just to do it right the next time. Supposed to be a slices of red onion, and covered in spicy mustard. God, it was fucking awesome. I have never had its equal.
No. No, it does not sound good.
I don't even know what a size 10 equates to. Period. I mean, I'm a fan of 10, as in 10 millimeter. She says, tell me a size 10 is not fat. Oh, I thought of you and Mikey. Not Mike Gold, but Mikey. And I was like, I have to save this picture. Went to check my trail cam for deer. Not looking good. Fucking camera fell into the water. Went to check my trail cam. I get this every year from Christopher for my birthday, by the way.
I showed Danielle that.
Did you get moist?
No.
No.
She laughed. That was right when we were waiting. I messaged you right when we were waiting for the movie to start. We went and watched The Working Man.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Was it better than The Beekeeper?
I didn't watch The Beekeeper. I only watched like 10 minutes and I fell asleep and I never started back up because I thought it was just boring and slow. I know
What do you
it'll
think
be
of
action
that?
later, but it's pretty cool.
He wants me to showcase his handmade knives.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm undecided between a few of them though.
I definitely like that one over the other one. I could pass on that. Yeah, I like that.
That's kind of like what you were trying to make. That's just that's
not bad, but I mean, probably wouldn't use it much. That one's not bad. I like the angles on that too.
kind of a more modern military
Yeah,
look.
not a huge fan, but I mean
that's kind of I want. His name is Cody, and he's on Facebook. And he's like me. He's running his own business, and he can't really afford to just give me a knife that he hand makes them. I will tell you that I shouldn't say this out loud. His kitchen set, Damascus kitchen set, is $1,000. And Christine goes, I really like it, but we have no need for a cleaver. Cody goes, just tell me what blade you want another one of, and I'm making them for you.
Yeah.
I'll make you two of something else. You don't have to get the cleaver. Well, it doesn't have a wooden block. Cody goes, just because there wasn't a picture of a wooden block doesn't mean I'd make wooden blocks for all of my knife sets. I'll make you a wooden block for that knife set. $1,000. And then he told me what he'd sell it to me for.
Mm-hmm.
Less than this. And I just don't have any money right now. I told him, I said, I'm not trying to be a dick to you. I understand. I was like, okay, for instance, Ordnance Group. They've sent me, if they were to have sent me cash instead of product, I would have had enough to buy like 3 knives from this guy. But, I understand that he just doesn't want to send something along for free because he is making things at a hell of a discount. Well, we don't want to talk about it. Last time I ordered a pair of pants, I was in total denial. And my plan is to change that this summer.
Good luck.
Lily actually lost a fair amount of weight. I think she lost 10. She dropped 10 sizes down for a woman. Okay. Let us, as in not the vegetable. She's cute. She's the one I think I keep saying looks like Tinkerbell. Got something for Tinkerbell to do. Tinkerbell was a little bitch, though. So, I mean, even in the cartoon. McLean says you should be able to reload. A worthwhile skill. Well, I can. I just have a new setup and it's missing, like, what I think, and I'm not really sure because I'd have to go back to the auction, is I think they took, it looks like it was probably someone who either decided not to do it or died. Because my 550 does not look like it was ever used. But the original setup, unless he died before he could buy all the components for it, they probably parted it all up like they do at the idiots over at the auction. You know, it's like they could sell a group, like, here's 1,000 rounds of 10 millimeter, but no, they go, here's a box of 50, lot number 21. Lot number 33 is another box of 50, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I need to get together with Jolson, and I need to figure out what it is that I'm missing, because I want to get the Dillon 550 set up and running and loading ammo. And I want to be able to do 9, 10, and 45. I'm going to save the exotic shit. Maybe if I take some lessons from Jolson or his dad, rifle. I know rifle is a completely different beast. You got to make sure that the neck down area is right. You end up having to cut the shells down. I mean, when you reload 45, you don't cut a 45 round down, but you do a rifle round. Sizing, sorry. Instead of using the words cut down. McLean says, is it your experience that higher quality optics are easier to zero in? I don't know if I would say that. I mean, look at that, whatever that fucking brand is. J-Dog told me that scope was a complete piece of shit. And yet, I put the bore laser in it, zeroed it, went out and shot, and the thing seems to be a tack driver.
What scope's that?
It's the one that's on the 22, Greg's 22, that has that attached optic, or the night scope.
Gotcha.
But no, I don't know if I've noticed Now, with maybe I got a question. Oh, okay, well, if it's a real piece of shit, you may not be able to go into the range. I won't mention the name brand, probably Fiat, but I had a red dot that would not adjust to zeroing in one direction. I used all of its travel, and I think something was wrong with it, probably, but now holding zero, that would probably be a different statement. Your Hornet Fixer. Yes, I am. Laughed my fucking ass off. Probably when I said he was an asshole for sending the packing peanuts. He says, happy birthday, bro. The packing peanuts were a must. You know, the whole thing with the packing peanuts, that is just never going to get old. That was sarcasm. Did you believe it? Dale's Pale Ale. What do you buy the neighbor? Dale's. You get Dale's. Tom says, cheers all. Cheers, Tom. EMT says, H7 and a toot toot. H. And he continues to be a battle bitch. H7 is a hit. $1,357 days. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Shorzy, go fuck yourself, Shorzy. It's like a world record for you? Oh. We've rounded third and we're heading for home. Sharky, cheers all. Had a surprise slug mixed in with the bird shot with that one. Good times. Sharky, packages and more packages. Nice. Laugh out loud. Sharky says, India 3. I-3 is a miss. Sharky, SH, classic meme outro. Love it. And the last comment, Jake, the Canine Angel. A birthday? I don't have those anymore. You enjoy yours. And hope no one shoots you with ice cubes.
That would feel great, I bet.
So, that's the someone made a YouTube channel about shooting Jake. Wonder whatever happened to Jake. He was still alive when John got to go for a vacation at the
Hospital?
nursing center.
I don't know.
As far as I know, he's might even still be alive and there. Nice titties. Damn it, Bobby.
You need another one?
No, I wouldn't want to put you, yeah.
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
Okay. What do I think about this? Oh, 9. There's a lot of alcohol in these without really making a statement that there's a lot of alcohol in these.
Did you already rate yours?
Yeah.
I could go 6.5. Got a lot of alcohol, but I wasn't a fan of the flavor.
I gave it a 9.
Would you give it a 9?
I kind of liked it. It was something you could probably drink a whole bunch of because they're smooth. But
that's another thing. I wish mine to be a little bit more heavier. It was a stout. I mean, alcohol-wise, yeah, it's heavy, but it was...
Maybe the light transparency is a sign. Have you had their barreled aged version? That one would probably meet your
I don't know.
your demands.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like it was horrible, but it's just not... That's not something I'd probably... That's something I'd go seek out.
But I have been going for a lot more IPAs lately.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed, but
That's because you started hanging out with me and drinking all my beer.
maybe that's it. Okay, let's go to the club. Interesting to see if Smile Money's statement holds up on the checking on the other direction.
What's that?
That he's supposedly the really first, but he's not even on there. It's just J-Dog. Bad says, howdy clubbers. Bad. Then he says, hey Google, what's the temperature in Duluth, Minnesota?
In Duluth, it's currently 39 degrees.
Damn, I was close. I guess 40.
Cover says, I see the clubhouse is open, so that's a good sign that the Brew Bomy has survived another birthday celebration. Yeah, well, you know, I had to do a show last night, so the last thing I had to drink was actually at the restaurant. And I drank water for the show. And then, I don't know, it's probably up 2 hours after the show. I was getting kind of tired and I was really thinking about going to bed early. And then David wouldn't shut the fuck up. So the show went, instead of 2 hours, it went 2 hours and 53 minutes, which is fine. It was a great show. It was awesome. I heard stories last night from David that I didn't even know about, but there was a bunch he told that I knew about. But it was really good. that was a good show. I'm glad that we didn't want to talk about his books. Instead, you kind of found out where the stories and the characters, it's like, this book is fictional. No, it's not. It's Dave's life. He just made up names and places to protect the idiots. And you'll be back over tonight. This will be uploaded before that all happens, and that discussion is solely about the books, mainly the third book in the Portal of Time series.
What? He's doing a third one? I thought he said he was done.
Not only is the third book sitting in the gun room done and published, he's writing another one right now. He's like got 36,000 words or something.
The Portal of Time, he's only done 2 of those, I thought.
3.
He's done 3?
Yep, it just got released. It just became available. That's why. Yeah, there's what order did I put them in here? Murder in the Portal of Time, Retrograde in the Portal of Time, and the new one is Footprints in the Portal of Time.
So how much shit did he talk about us in all of them?
I don't know, but he's had a lot of fun with bringing me back and killing me all the time.
Yeah, I can believe that.
What the fuck is that? How's that work? Hang on, this just in. Who the fuck sent this? Johnny. It's one of those subtle ones.
Eric, I got something for you. I'll show you, but it'll be after the video.
As long as your pants stay on.
Something Danielle showed me last night, but I figure you might get a kick out of it, especially since it's got one of your Star Trek boys in it.
Okay. Last comment. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers.
Cheers, cheers.
Hit the button, see if the light's green. It is. Now let's just double check. Who got screwed in the comments, or why it happens over here but it doesn't happen. Tom said, send that fucking cowbell to me. I will do a Kansas style lead test at 300 yards, all free of charge. McLean, looks like 2 got pulled. Face down, gas up. That's the way we like to buck. And he says, Eric, can't we just buck and get it all over with? Then another one got pulled. Eric, I'm single now. Give me Matt's number. I mean it.
Who is that, McLean?
Yeah. Wow. Sub-comment from McLean under Cheaple Gun Guys got pulled. Speak your name. Time to get back on the street corner for me. I don't know why that got pulled. Checking. Well, according to this, Smile Money, you were number 1. And that was only on this and not on my creators page. Okay. Okay. Trap's clean. I am going to go take my medicine. And remember, come get in the chat room, hang out with Christine and David tonight, and I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at that michelada that Jim sent to me. We can try it as a Bloody Mary, and then also try it with Rolling Rock. So, cheers, boys!
Later, boys.
Ooh, under an hour. Boom. Fuck you, Cobra.